Next up, it's time for Truth or Fake, our daily fact-checking segment, and we're joined now in the studio by Emerald Maxwell. Emerald, good to have you along with us. Now, France 24's observers were contacted on Twitter with a fact-check on a video that's been doing the rounds on Twitter. The UK supposedly showing a group of migrants in Calais throwing rocks and blocking a motorway. So, truth or fake?
Well, so we were contacted by this Twitter user here who said that the video was being shared among supporters of a British far-right party. That party is Britain First, which is exactly what it says on the tin. And here we have, it was shared, the video, by none other than its leader, Paul Golding. And in the video, we see topless men throwing rocks on a motorway. And he describes them as illegal migrant men in Calais that Jeremy Corbyn wants to bring to the UK. They're throwing rocks to stop trucks so they can jump on board and sneak into Britain. Corbyn, for context, is the former leader of the Labour Party. And Calais, of course, is in northern France, and it's kind of the setting off point for a lot of migrants who are trying to reach Britain. So the tweet got over 200,000 views and was massively shared also in French, as we can see here, where they repeated the line that it was in Calais and showed migrants. But it isn't actually the first time that this video has emerged. The first time was in 2019 when it spread across Europe over the summer, and it was actually fact-checked by the France 24 observers at the time after it went viral. Let's have a look at here. We can see just on Facebook how many times it was shared. This is just a sample of how many times it was shared in different languages at the time. But this basically, also among them, notably, there was this young National Rally politician from the far right in France who described it as everyday scenes in Calais, and also said that it was a civil war was coming. But that is not what this video shows. And in a moment, I'll explain to you how we know that. But back in 2019, it went so viral that actually the city council of Calais threatened to file a complaint against the National Rally for stirring the pot and manipulating the information, and also portraying Calais in a bad light, James.
So this video isn't what the British and the French far right say it is. So what exactly does this tell us, Emerald?
Well, let's have a look at it. So we can see topless men throwing stones, and it really, just even at a first glance, doesn't really look like northern France, especially not at this time of year. And also we can't hear right now, but there is a bit of you can hear some a language we can't really distinguish, but it doesn't sound like French or English. And that's because the video actually shows Israel. And we know that because France 24's observers were sent it by several people based in Israel in early July 2019 in the context of demonstrations that were kicking off across the country after the death of an Ethiopian man, Solomon Teka, at the hands of a policeman. And protests then broke out amongst the East African Jewish community, who number about 140,000 in Israel, and who called out racism in the country, as this headline shows. So at the time, using that information, some Googling led us to this tweet, which posted the exact video. This is an Israeli media, and we can see using the translation tool that they locate the video at the Gadira interchange. So we decided to look this up on Google Earth to see if we could identify or recognize the location from the video. And here we have it. So there's a couple of angles. Neither of them are exactly the angle in the video, but we can see that they do look quite similar. And if we zoom in particular to this one here, we can see that it has a lot of similarities with the video. The banks here on the side and the shrubbery and the road markings are all the same. Which really gives us with quite a degree of confidence that we can say this is actually in Israel. And so yet again, this video has been taken out of context for political reasons, and it shows how resistant fake news can be and how it has a way of coming back around, and that sometimes fact-checking it once just isn't enough to make it go away for good, James.
Thanks very much, Emerald Maxwell, with Truth or Fake there. Stay with us here on France 24. More news coming up in just a moment.